This is not getting old. What's up, socials? Welcome to I've Tried Everything, a question and answer segment where I get to sit on my couch, drink coffee, and answer questions. Today we're giving Vincenzo the day off from his amazing voiceover capabilities because we actually got a video question.
Hi Amy, I'm Claire Jefford from Creating Contrast Designs in sunny Burlington, Ontario in Canada. Not so sunny right now. Anyway, I do interior decorating, interior design, and I am wondering about thumbnails today. So thumbnails for YouTube. Should I have my thumbnail be a picture of an interior and then my question and my logo? The logo on everyone to keep the branding, or should it be my face? No one really knows me, and if they're scrolling through, because I'm new to YouTube, they're scrolling through, I'm just thinking that when they see the thumbnails, what grabs them more? Is it an image, or is it gonna be me with the big am I stressing out over my subway tile, or a pretty image? So anyway, so yours are all you, and you're super cute, and we know you, and that's your branding. So I'm just wondering though, for people who are new or that are kind of selling something other than themselves, what do you suggest for the thumbnail that's going to grab people's attention when they're kind of screening through that or floating through it on their YouTube? So anyway, that's my question for you. You asked for a video question, girl. You got it. Hope you're well, and thanks a lot.
Thank you, Claire. So good to see you. Way to use that smartphone and get me that unlisted video and not send me a video file via email, which some of you are still doing, and I refuse to open them because I do not know if they are viruses. I mean, come on. Just pretend like you're the person on the other end and what it's like to get that email. More on that later. I love this question, Claire, because thumbnails are so important for YouTube videos. I actually call them human SEO because essentially when you are ranking in search or showing up in a feed and of a subscription or just somebody finding you in the search field, one of the first visual things that they're going to look at in order to judge your video and whether or not they want to watch it is a thumbnail. So it's so nice of you to say that we know you and that's why my face is in the thumbnails. But my face is actually in my thumbnails for the most part for a few different reasons. Some might be helpful to you, some might not. First and foremost, it's kind of laziness. I don't want to have to design a thumbnail for every single video, and if I'm in the video, I think it just makes sense to use me in the thumbnail. But more importantly, and especially applying to you and anyone creating a video, is that a person in the thumbnail is going to convert much higher than not having a person in the thumbnail. See, people like to see someone's face. That's why video works in the first place. So making sure that you show that there is personality in the video, no matter what form they end up taking, you really want to put a face in that thumbnail. Ideally, that face is going to show up at some point in the video, otherwise it's sort of misleading. But YouTube is quite the place of misleading thumbnails. So I would really challenge you to think about that. It doesn't have anything to do with me being more known or less known in any way. You could be known as soon as you start putting your face out there if that's something that is aligned with your brand, that you're gonna get your personal brand out there. My face has been on my thumbnails since the beginning. Another thing to think about is that I like to include text sometimes in my thumbnails. This is a great opportunity, again, for human SEO. Whatever your headline was really helped you get what someone is probably searching for in the search field. And it's helping search results rank your video. But there might be another way of talking about what's happening in the video that's less search friendly but more human friendly that you can put in the thumbnail, because obviously the text that shows up on top of a thumbnail is integrated in the design. It's not going to rank in any way, but it might be that thing that somebody sees next to your face that really makes them want to click the video. If there's not a face, not a big deal. The main thing here is that you need to make good on the promise of the video. So if it's not a face that's going to show up in that thumbnail or in the video, it needs to be whatever the main subject is. I like to use the example of tech review. Tech reviewers probably don't put their face in the thumbnail as often as they put the piece of tech that they are reviewing in the thumbnail. This essentially drives home to the viewer that not only are they reviewing this piece of tech, but they actually do have it in the video. They're showing it. They're not just talking about it as if it were in the room and it actually is not. You want to watch a video from someone that's touched it, unboxed it, can tell you more about it. So if it's not a face in the thumbnail, you need to just make good on whatever the subject of the video is and picture that. let them know that the image is going to reinforce the content that they're essentially being promised. Hopefully that helps you, Claire. I think you'd be very interested to know that in Social Authority Membership, my group coaching program, we will be doing a YouTube thumbnail training this month. So something to think about if this is something you need to improve upon in your social authority and YouTube content marketing. And there are a ton of other resources in the library as well, including instant access to yours truly in the group chat and forum. Tons of people in there to help you build your authority online. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. If you would like to ask me a question as well, make sure you upload your video around 30 seconds or so to your own YouTube account as unlisted, and then email me with that link. Or you can just email me a question if you're not really down with this. See you tomorrow.